Hey guys, what is up? Mikey Laker Talk. Let's talk Lakers basketball. I want to talk about the All-Star game, give my thoughts on the new format for the All-Star game, and I want to talk about Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers and how there's no secret. Kawhi Leonard is going to be a problem for us in the playoffs, and I'm going to talk about that, how we're going to address that. First off, got my Dodgers hat. Got to support my Dodgers. Hey, listen, I mess with Houston. I like Houston, but your team is a fraud. The Astros, they're a bunch of, sign stealing frauds, no respect, the worst scandal in the MLB, worse than steroids in my opinion. Steroids just kind of messed you up a little bit, but stealing signs, being all cocky for 3 years, nah. You get this. Astros, no respect for the Houston Astros. I actually feared them. I thought they were good. I love Bregman. I love Altuve. I like Herrera. I like all those guys. Until this came out, no respect for those guys. And I live and die and breathe baseball. Baseball was my sport growing up. Was an all-star level. Played through high school. I coach baseball today. I know everything about baseball enough to where I can actually start a baseball channel if I wanted to. But I love my Dodgers. But anyway, I just got to give my Dodgers a shout out. We got that 2017 World Series stolen from us. But anyway, we move on. Anyway, about the All-Star game. Love the new format. Love the new format. First off, let me say this. People were complaining initially about lack of defense early on. That's how it should be. There should be nobody taking an elbow, nobody getting stitches, nobody twisting an ankle, nobody taking a knee to the groin, nobody taking a charge, none of that stuff in the first 3 quarters. All right, so if you got a player, an all-star player, you don't want to see that player getting hurt coming into another week from now. Now that player going to be out for 2, 3, 4 weeks, whatever. No. You got all-star guys. These guys are at the top of their game. Let them just kind of go through an exhibition the first 3 quarters. Put shots up, do some acrobatic dunks and things like that, and all is fair, okay? I mean, nobody should be D'ing up completely in the first 3 innings. Nobody should be getting hurt, okay? So that's just the facts, okay? And I'm sorry that some people feel that they should be playing D throughout the entire thing. I don't feel that way. I don't think that's right for an all-star, because at the end of the day, we don't really care. We don't play for the all-star game. We play for the regular season and championship and things like that. So I'm not even tripping about the lack of defense. Now, come fourth quarter, that was interesting because you could see those guys playing defense, locking up, closing out on the 3-point line and things like that, and it got really playoff-like, right? Very chippy. Now, that to me was very good basketball, but at the same time, I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, I see Anthony Davis going up high for a rebound. If he came down on somebody's ankle, I'll be upset, even though we're trying to play for Team LeBron, trying to play for Team Giannis, the charity over here in the blue, charity over here in the red. I get it. It's all fun and games, but those boys were going at it, and it was getting a little rough. Now, to the point to where I was like, don't want anybody to get hurt, but I like the competitive edge. Now, at the same time, you can't really control the competitiveness of a game like that. You got guys at the top of their game saying, hey, you know what? I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. Let's go head up. We're good basketball players. We're superstars. Let's go head up. And that's how it happened. And you can't really control Embiid or LeBron for D'ing up Embiid. Somebody going hard, somebody taking a charge and things like that. That's just competitive basketball. Now, I don't know if it's good for the game if somebody end up getting hurt, if that's gonna, somebody gonna be upset on somebody's team or something like that. If somebody, did something, got an elbow in the eye, got stitches, broken nose, I don't know. Is that gonna cause a rift? Is that gonna cause a change? I don't know. But at the end of the day, it was good basketball, good competitive basketball. I like the format. Maybe they do a couple of tweaks here and there, but I love the format. I love the All-Star game folks representing and paying respects to Kobe. The All-Star game was competitive, was good, was fun at the end. I love that. Kind of like that big 3 format where you just go to 24 or first person to get to 57 at the end of the day. It was adding Kobe's number 24 to the end of the total score, and that's what you had to get to win the game. I thought that was pretty interesting. I think I saw win by 2 trending in Twitter after that. I think that would have been fair. You got to win by 2. You can't win by 1 at the free throw line. I think that would have been probably a little better, winning by 2. Just winning by 1 at the free throw line, you probably had to, I think, maybe change this. You can't win at the free throw line. You got to win by a shot. I mean, that you know, whether it's one or two, you got to win by a field goal. You can't win by a free throw. I think that's the one change I would have done. Other than that, love it. And you know, Jennifer Hudson did a great job singing for Kobe. Chance the Rapper, Common was dope. Chaka Khan was doing a little bit too much, was hurting my ears, but other than that, everything was dope. Now, the one thing that stood out to me was how effective Kawhi Leonard was shooting his jump shot. And basically, he's been showing us this for the last couple of years, and there's no fluke. Kawhi Leonard has a jump shot. He can come off screens and he can pull up from three, and he has that flat laser jump shot. A guy his size, his caliber can hit the mid-range, and now he can shoot from the outside is going to pose a problem for us this season and in the playoffs. And we're going to have to address that, how we're going to attack that, how we're going to, because if we double him, he's going to pass out to Shamit, pass out to Lou Williams, and somebody is going to knock down that shot. In my opinion, Clippers got the edge on us from that standpoint, their superstar being able to hit the outside shot at the three-point line. That's going to pose a big threat to us. Kawhi Leonard, being his size, being able to, he's already mastered the mid-range, so we know that. He can get a shot off in the mid-range, but now he can come off screens easily and pull up in big games and pull up from three. That's where I see, you know, he's going to be a problem for us. He showed that last year in the playoffs on a consistent basis, hitting probably close to like mid-40s% from three. I don't know exactly, but he was really effective from that distance, and he showed it yesterday in the All-Star game, and that's just something that I'm keeping an eye on. So the question is, we know he's going to be the problem, and then the Clippers got a bunch of good role players that can knock down that three if they're open. The question is, how are we going to present challenges to them? Is it going to be from our defensive standpoint? Is it going to be from LeBron taking his man? I don't want to see Patrick Beverly trying to D up LeBron James. He's going to have to get better playing one-on-one. As you can see, if somebody's tough playing one-on-one, it's hard for him to really get that first step and blow by guys now. So, you know, it's going to be either him or AD combining their superpowers to get over the edge. It's going to be our length, our rebounding. It's going to be our defensive presence on the perimeter. Our guys going to step up like Avery Bradley, KCP, Danny Green, and so forth, is going to make it hard for them to get those shots off and things like that. And our rebounding, our length, that we can kind of match up with them pretty well, giving them no extra shots. Yeah, so those are things that I was thinking about when I was watching the game, how Kawhi Leonard was so effective, and go, okay, how are we going to match up with them in the playoffs? It's going to be something like, if Anthony Davis can step his game up in the playoffs, can dominate, can really go all out, including LeBron James, that's can kind of give us that comparison where, hey, we're going to give them trouble as well, versus just, look, you know, we got this guy on this end who can do pretty much everything, and it's going to give us problems. So hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. You think I'm giving him too much credit, or if you think he is going to be that problem, and how are we going to match up against Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers? What do you think we need to do to, you know, give them something to worry about? Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for commenting, liking, subscribing. If you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Holla at your boy. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MikeSportsLA. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.